We're gonna swap sides. I'm gonna turn towards the opposite side. You ladies don't, and just so you can see what it looks like, okay? So now your left palm is on that mat, your right hand is on that ear, okay? We're opening up and out. Deep breath in and out. Inhale and out. Good. Getting that range of motion between the shoulder blades. 2 more here, ladies. Deep breath in. We're opening up towards the side. Neck follows along with it. Come back down, meet the opposite elbow. And one last time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now we're going to bring our hips up into a tabletop position. What this means is that our knees and our hips should be nice and straight. Same with our shoulders, our elbows, and our wrists. If any of you are having any discomfort in that wrist, because it is fairly common, you can come down onto your forearms, okay? So from here, we're going to take that right arm, thumb is pointing up, we're going to come out into a T position. So normally when you see this position, you're doing both arms at the same time. Because we're on our hands and knees, we're only going to do one. So we're coming up, we're squeezing that shoulder blade, looking straight ahead, and then come back down. Good. Thumb is pointing up just so our shoulder is in the right position during the entire movement. Awesome. And as you drive up, you're squeezing that shoulder blade and coming back down. Good. What the movement should look like is if you were to picture a pencil between your shoulder blade. You're trying to hold it there as you lift that arm up. Good job, ladies. This one's quite difficult, so go at your own pace. We're doing 10 and we've already done 6. So if you're having any discomfort or pain, you can stop here, or you can follow along with me for 3 more. Up we go, we're squeezing, come back down, and 2, come back down, and one last one. Good. Now we're swapping sides, so we're gonna move on to the left. Same type of movement, arms come up, thumb is pointing up, and back down. There you go. This is one of those movements that you may not necessarily feel sore or tight as you're doing it, but you'll definitely feel it tomorrow. And you want to keep in mind, I know you're watching me to kind of see how to create that movement, but once you know how to do it, stare down at your yoga mat, just so you don't cause any discomfort into the neck. Good. We're halfway there, ladies, for 5. Good, Chloe. 4. Good job, Kara. Keep it up. There you go. Good job, Amy. Good. 3. Good, Erica. Perfect. Thumb pointing up. Perfect. Keep pushing. We got 2 more. 2. Good. And one last one. And 1. Perfect. Now we're going to switch it up here. We're going to use that right arm, and I'm going to turn around again so you can see me. Instead of going just off to the side, we're going to actually come up at a 30-degree angle. Okay, so we're coming up this way, a little bit higher now. So we're coming up, still thumb pointing up, squeezing that shoulder blade. Kind of like a Y, okay? Coming up, squeeze, and down. What this feels like, it almost feels like you're stacking that shoulder blade as you're bringing that arm up. This one's a little bit more challenging. So again, go at your own pace. If you feel like you can only do 5, that's okay too. Good job, ladies. Feeling that burn between the shoulder blades. This is going to help with that posture. For 5, 4, 3, stay with me, you got this. 2, and 1. Good. Now, just like the opposite side, we're going to switch and do those Ys on the left. So come up straight across, come up a little bit. That's where you should be, okay? We're going up for 10. Remember, thumb is still pointing up towards the ceiling as you do this. 9. Once you get the hang of the movement, you want to steer right down up to that yoga mat, just so that you're not aggravating that neck there. Good job, ladies. Really focusing on strengthening those shoulder blades. This is going to help with that nagging or burning pain that you may get as you're feeding your little ones, or sitting at a desk, or even throughout the day when you're feeling tension. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. From here, I want you to bring your palms both in front of you, bring your heels down, your hips down towards your heels, and if you can, you're going to rest your forehead onto that yoga mat for a child's pose position. If not, just go as far as you can, ladies. Good. And let's take 3 deep breaths in here. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. And out. One last breath. Inhale. And out. Good. From here, let's bring our weight up onto our palms again, into a tabletop position. We're going to go straight into a cat camel. So what this looks like, ladies, is you're going to Take a deep breath in, and when you do, you're gonna drop your spine towards your yoga mat and you're looking up towards the ceiling. Good. Exhale, bring your chin toward your chest and you're pushing your spine up towards the ceiling here. Good. There you go, feeling that movement. Inhale, slowly dropping, take your time. Exhale, chin to chest, push your weight into your palms, and that's how you're gonna get that curve into your spine here. Yes, there you go. Perfect, feeling every segment of your spine moving here. Inhale, down we go. Exhale. And let's do 2 more here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One last one. And out. Good. Now let's do a second set of those postural exercises, ladies. So bringing your hips down towards your heels again. Right palm remains on that yoga mat, left hand towards the ear. We're gonna go straight into those rotations again, okay? And as you're doing this, you don't wanna arch your back or extend it too much here. You've been in that position for 9 months and even into postpartum. So you wanna take that pelvis and have a nice neutral spine here. Good, Amy, perfect, there you go, awesome. So we're taking that left hand, we're going up and down, good. And remember, we're incorporating that breath work. Inhale, exhale. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good, 2 more here. Inhale, exhale. Good, ladies. One last one on this side. And out. Good. Now let's swap sides, putting that left palm onto that mat, right hand towards that ear. Inhale, up we go. And out. Remember, as you open up, and you inhale, your neck just follows along with it. Don't force it. Exhale, come down and meet the opposite elbow. There you go, ladies. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And once more. And out. Good. Bringing our bodies up into that tabletop position. Let's start with that left side this time. Remember, we're gonna go straight into our T's. So remember, arm goes directly out to your side, thumb is pointing up. You want that thumb pointing up because it actually stacks those shoulder blades in the right position. Good. And here we go for 10, 9, you're bringing that thumb up, you're squeezing that shoulder blade, and then you're coming back down. 8, good. And for this one, remember, you want your basically eye gaze to look down straight at that yoga mat so you're not kinking your neck here, because that tends to happen quite a bit. Most of you have that range of motion. You guys are doing great. Good, there you go. Stacking those shoulder blades as you come up. Perfect. Squeeze and down. We're halfway there, ladies, for 5. Good. 4. There you go. 3, slowly take your time. If you're feeling any pain, you can stop. Good. 2. Awesome. And one last one on that side. Perfect. We're swapping sides, going straight into the right. Same type of movement. You're coming directly out towards your side. Thumb is pointing up. And when we're doing these exercises, pay attention to if there's one side you're feeling more discomfort than the other. If you feel more range of motion or just more, if it comes more natural to you on one side. Keep that in mind, especially during the first class, because as we go throughout the classes, we want to compare, like, did we increase our range of motion? Do I have less discomfort? Do I feel more connected? Do the exercises seem easier? Baby steps, right? We want to notice the little changes that we're making. Good, we got 3 more here, ladies. For 3, squeeze those shoulder blades, good. 2, up we go. And one last one. Perfect, straight from here, we're gonna go straight into our Y's, but let's give our right hand a little bit of a break. We're gonna go into the left. So off to the towards the side, and let's go up a little bit, right? So that's what the Y should look like. Same type of movement. We go up, squeeze, and then down. Up, squeeze, and down. Now with this Y, it might just feel like you're kind of taking that shoulder blade and stacking it, just because of the orientation, and that's what it should feel like. Good. There you go, Chloe, perfect. You guys are halfway there, okay? For 5. Squeeze, there you go. 4. Yep, you got it. 3. 2. And 1. Awesome. Now let's swap sides straight into that right side. So coming directly out towards your side and then up a little bit, right? So we're coming up, squeeze, and then down. Squeeze, and then down. Good. Now this is one of those exercises that you're probably going to feel a little later on today or even tomorrow. So if you're feeling a little achy into the mid back, just toss a heating pad on it. You should be okay. It's just because you're not used to creating these movements. And because these muscles are quite weak, it takes a little while to strengthen them. Good. We're more than halfway there, ladies. For 4, 3, stacking those shoulders as you come up. 2, and 1. Awesome stuff, ladies. Let's bring those hips down towards our heels for another child's pose. Sliding our palms towards the front of our mat. Good. If any of you are having any pinching, this is where you kind of bring those hips out a little bit more, or don't go as far down, okay? Deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Drive our hips up into that tabletop position for our cat camels. Inhale, we're dropping our spine, looking up towards the ceiling. Good. Exhale, chin and chest, push your spine up. Good. Feeling that movement, that stretch between the shoulder blades. Inhale, down we go. Exhale, chin to chest, pushing your way into your palms, which is going to help you pull your spine up. Inhale, dropping your spine towards that yoga mat, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, down we go. Deep breath in. Spine goes down, you look up. Exhale, chin to chest, spine goes up. And one last one, inhale. Exhale. Good job, ladies, and relax. If you guys have a sip of water nearby, make sure you grab that. I'm going to take a few minutes just to explain to you what the core actually does and the importance of it, and then we're going to get straight into the core component and the glutes, okay? So, the way I describe the core, and I've explained this to you ladies that have come in, it almost looks like a canister. So it looks like a can, okay? So we've got the top of our can, which is our diaphragm, okay? We've got the bottom of our can, which is our pelvic floor. We've got the front, which is basically our core, and then we've got the back, which is our back muscles. So what we need to do is we want to make sure that every part of this can is, 1, working at the exact same time, 2, with the exact same force, okay? So this is why breath work is so, so important. So what happens is when you breathe in, your diaphragm should drop, and same with your pelvic floor. When you breathe out, your diaphragm should come up, and same with your pelvic floor. That breath work that we practice where you inhale and your belly expands, so it kind of goes out this way and out towards the side. What you're doing is you're slowly allowing that diaphragm to drop, and that way your pelvic floor can handle it. When we breathe from our chest, what tends to happen is there's not so much space here. And the amount of pressure within our abdomen, it's too much to handle. And that's where those symptoms like pelvic organ prolapse come in. So when those organs start to kind of protrude through that vaginal canal, and it's quite common. That pelvic pressure, so pain or heaviness in that area, that urinary incontinence, so that leakage when you cough, sneeze, jump, and then of course back pain, hip pain, and just feeling disconnected. So that's why the breath work is so, so important. So we're going to incorporate that breath work into the exercises today. So for the core, we're just going to be doing 2 different exercises. One is called the dead bug and the other one's called the bird dog. Very basic exercises. I'm going to show you multiple levels because we're at such different stages, okay? And you can choose which one you feel comfortable with. Sounds good? So if you ladies are ready, we're going to get down onto our back here. And I'm going to show you 3 different levels and you can do whatever you feel comfortable with, okay? So the first level is we're just breathing like we were doing earlier today. So you're on your back, you're taking that pelvis, you're tucking it back, right? So your back is nice and flat onto that yoga mat. One hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. You're going to take a deep breath in here and out. So that's level 1. We're just breathing through the motion, okay? If you want to step it up a notch, you can bring those legs and those arms up. And you want to keep that back nice and flat onto the floor. And again, we're not moving here, we're just breathing, challenging our core a little bit more. So we take a deep breath in Deep breath out. Trying to keep that back nice and flat through the entire duration of the movement, okay? So that's level 2. Level 3 is we're gonna get some leg movement here. So what this looks like is you take a deep breath in and down. As you exhale, you're dropping one leg. Deep breath in, I come back up. Deep breath out, I come down. Good, inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Good, okay. So see where you ladies are at, okay? So level 1, just breathing, no arms or leg movement. Level 2, arms and legs are in the air, we're just breathing. Level 3, we're getting the legs moving. There's a couple of you here that are almost like 5, 6, even like a year postpartum, and then we've got a few that are 5, 6, 12 years postpartum. If you feel like you can challenge yourself a little bit more, you can get the legs and the arms moving, and I'm going to show you what that looks like just for those individuals. You're going to take a deep breath in and down. As you exhale, one leg and the opposite arm are going to move. Okay? Deep breath in, you come up. Exhale, come down. Does that kind of make sense there? Good. Chloe, I see you doing that. I definitely know you can handle that, okay? Awesome. So we're going to run through that together, ladies. See how you're holding up. I'm going to analyze your movements too to kind of see how you're doing and make sure that you're doing them correctly. Sounds good? So we're going to start off, and I'm going to try to kind of tackle different levels here. So I'm just going to start off with hands and legs in the air with just breathing for 5 times. If you feel like you can handle more, then you can do the variations, okay? So we're going to take a deep breath in here and out. Good. Inhale, belly should move towards the ceiling. Exhale, belly should fall. Good. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. 2 more here. Inhale. And out. Deep breath in. And out. Good. Now we're going to step it a notch by moving the legs. I see that some of you are already doing it, okay? We're going to take a deep breath in here. And out. We're going to move that right leg down. Inhale, come back up. Good. Exhale, bring that left leg down. There you go. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down. Good job, Amy. Perfect. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, down. Good job, Carrie. Yes. Keep pushing. You want to keep that back nice and flat on the floor there. Inhale, down we go. Good job, Erica. Exhale, come up. One last one here. Inhale. And out, come down. Good. Give yourself a little bit of a break. Give it a little bit of a shake there. Chloe, just keep following along, doing what you're doing. You're doing great there. Perfect. We're going to do another set, and it seems like the majority of us here today could handle moving those legs. Does everyone feel that way? Give me a thumbs up if you guys are good. Yeah? Okay, perfect. And then Chloe, if you want to toss in the arms as well too, I know that you can definitely do that too, just because you're a little further along. Perfect. So what we're going to try to do is I'm going to try to do 5 on each side here, okay? So 5 on the right, 5 left, but we're going to alternate so we give those a little bit of a break, okay? Does that kind of make sense? Awesome. And as we're doing that, I'm going to kind of watch the breath work to make sure that that's okay, because that is the foundation of it. Okay. So we're going to get back down onto the floor, which most of you ladies are already in that position. Most important thing is that pelvis, right? You want to take that pelvis, tug it back. That's going to mean that your back is nice and flat during the entire duration of the movement. Okay. If you notice, if you take your pelvis and tug it back, your back's nice and flat and your core is already activated and you're barely doing anything. That's going to help with any of that separation of the core and then that healing process, okay? So once we're in that position, we're bringing our legs and our arms up in the air. Perfect. And like we practiced, we inhale, that belly rises. Exhale. As we exhale, that belly's falling. You're contracting that core. You're going to straighten that right leg out. Good. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, drop the left leg. Good. Deep breath in, come up. Exhale, come down. There you go, crushing it. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 3 more on each leg, ladies. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Good. Tension that core area. Perfect. Come back up. Yes. There you go. Inhale. Exhale, down. Good, Carrie. You're crushing it. There you go. Exhale, come down. Good, Amy. Keep that core nice and tight. Come back up. There you go. Crushing it. There you go. Awesome. Take your time, ladies. Remember, exhale, you come down. Inhale, you come up. Good. Your back is nice and flat there, Erica. That's what I want to see. Good, Chloe. There you go. Keeping your back nice and flat. Awesome stuff. Good. We got one more on each side, ladies. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, drop that leg. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop the other. Inhale, come up. Good. Give yourself a break. Perfect. How's everyone feeling with that? Okay, awesome. And then of course, now that you know what your body can handle, that's where I want you to kind of stay at, okay? Just because there's such a wide variety of moms in this group that I want to make sure that everyone's challenging themselves a bit more, okay? Now we're going to switch it up and we're going to come down onto our hands and knees and do something quite similar. Again, I'm going to show you different variations and then you can choose which one you feel most comfortable with, okay? Today's class is a little slower because I have to explain every movement to you guys, but then once you get the hang of it, it speeds up quite a bit, okay? So we're gonna get down onto our hands and knees. And just like we practiced, so we want that back to be nice and neutral. So what that means is, again, you're not going like this because you just spent 9 months in this position, right? Tuck that pelvis back. So this should be nice and straight, your back here, okay? Now, as you're creating movements, you'll start to notice that that natural arch just starts to kind of like disappear. I'll call you out on it just so you, because a lot of times you won't recognize you're doing it, okay? So in this position, we're just going to take 5 deep breaths in here, but I want you to really focus on connecting to that core, okay? So this time, as you inhale, picture your belly going towards the floor. Exhale, picture your belly going towards your spine. Contract in that core. Picture your core closing in like a corset, okay? Inhale, belly moves towards the floor. Exhale, come up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. 2 more. Inhale, belly moves towards that yoga mat. Exhale, belly goes towards that core. Picture it acting like a corset. You're tensioning that core muscle. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now we're going to step it up a notch. I want you to follow along with me, okay? Deep breath in. Deep breath out. As you're breathing out, take that right knee and just bring it off the mat a few inches. So you're not extending it out to the side, but just up. And then back down. Okay? Deep breath in for me. Deep breath out. As you're breathing out, bring that left knee up. Tension that core as you drive that knee up. There you go. Yes, come back down. Perfect. Inhale. Exhale, tension that core. Right knee comes up. Good, Carrie. Yes. And back down. Good. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Good, Chloe. Yes, nice and tight. You're keeping your balance there. Perfect. Inhale, belly goes towards the mat. Exhale towards your spine. Good. As you exhale, bring that knee up. Good, Erica. Perfect. And then back down. Good. You're just raising that knee. Inhale. Exhale, bring that left knee up. We're going to do one more on each side, okay? Inhale. Exhale, right knee comes up. Come back down. Good. Inhale. Exhale, get that left knee up. Good. Ladies, you're doing awesome. Impressing me. All right. We're going to step it up a notch, okay? How's everyone's wrist? Are you guys okay? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. If not, come down into your forearms, okay? So for this last stage, what we're going to do is we're actually going to extend that leg fully. And I want you to watch me for a second. When I bring this leg up, see how I'm not overextending my back? We're not doing any like Pilates or anything like that. You want to just meet your hip here. You'll notice that you want to keep nice and steady and you want to be contracting that core the whole time. Watch me for a second. If I don't contract my core and I don't breathe, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm tilting towards the opposite side. My balance isn't very good. If I contract my core, nice and steady, now I'm not moving and I'm nice and straight. That's the difference there, okay? So it's going to force you to move the right muscles. So that's the movement there, all right? So we're going to do 5 more on each side. So we're going to get into that tabletop position. Remember, your back is nice and straight. Hi, back. You're going to take a deep breath in and out. And as you exhale, bring that right leg out. Nice and straight. Good. Inhale, bring it back down. Exhale, go towards the left. Good. Take your time. You're going to notice you're stronger on one side versus the other. That's okay. Come back down. Exhale, bring your right leg out. Good. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, extend the left. Nice and slow. I always say slow and steady wins the race here. Inhale, drop that leg. Exhale, right leg goes out. Good, ladies. Inhale, down we go. Exhale, contract that core, extend that left leg. Here you go, and back down. Let's do 2 more on each side. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Bring that right leg out. Good. Inhale, bring it back down to the mat. Exhale, left leg goes out. Good. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, right leg, last one on this side. Inhale, come back down to your original position. Exhale, left side, last one of the day. And come back down. Good. Give yourself a little bit of a break. Now, ladies, a common symptom that you may have and experience that you didn't think you were going to is wrist pain, okay? So I'm always going to give you the option to come down to your forearms. So what that would have looked like is you're just bringing that leg out and then coming in, okay? You do a lot of things with your wrist, whether it's feeding baby with the bottle, burping them, rocking them, tapping their bums, putting them in and out of the car seat. So you can see how that area can get aggravated, okay? I don't want that to happen because it is quite painful when it does. I know some of you guys have already experienced that, okay? So that was more like the core part. And again, like I said, it's very slow. I wanted to show you different variations today. We're going to end off today with some glute work, and then we're going to end off with some breath work just to kind of end it, okay? So the glute work, what we're going to do is we're activating those glutes. So those are our bum muscles, right? That's going to stabilize our low back. So today what we're going to do is let's get down onto our forearms. And we're into like a tabletop position kind of thing. We're going to give our wrists a little bit of a break here. We're going to take that right leg. Our toe is going to be touching the floor, but our leg's extended out. Good. Everyone feeling pretty good there? Good. What you're going to do is you're going to take that right leg. You're going to come up. You're going to feel that right glute contract. Perfect. And you're going to come tap back down. Now, when you're doing this, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but you don't want to be overextending. You don't need to go very high. You're just meeting where your hip's at, and you'll feel that bum muscle contract. And then come back down, okay? We're going to do 10 on each side. So here we go, ladies. We're going to go up and down. Nice and slow, keeping that stability there. Good. Up and down. And if you wanted to increase the intensity here, you could add a resistance band between your legs. Good. Stay with me. And of course, the first day is going to be a trial. See what you can handle, because tomorrow you'll know, okay, do I feel pretty good with that? Am I too sore? And then as the classes go on, you'll be able to increase that intensity too. There you go. So what you're almost doing is you're tapping your toe down and then up. Perfect. We got 5 more here. For 5, squeeze that glute and back down. 4, take your time. There you go. 3, 2, feeling that burn, I know you do, and then 1. Good, let's swap sides, okay? So that left leg goes out, toe is touching the ground here, and we're coming up for 10, 9, awesome stuff, ladies, you got this. 8, this is one of those exercises you're gonna feel that you're stronger on one side versus the other. That's quite common. Keep that in mind when you're doing it so that we can recognize, okay, did we make any improvements throughout the class? Am I having any pain? And that way I can address that too when you come in. Perfect. Awesome stuff. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, ladies, what we're going to do is we're going to get off onto our sides here for our second glute exercise, and then we'll do a second set, okay? You're going to lie down onto your side for something called a clamshell. Now, for this, I'm going to show you different variations as well. Level 1, you're going to stack your knees and your hips nice and aligned, okay? What the movement looks like is you're going to take that hand and your fingers should be at the front of your hip and your thumb's going to be like on that thumb muscle. So what the movement looks like is you're taking that top leg, you're turning it out and then down. Put your hands here, so as you're bringing it up, you're going to feel that glute contract into your hand and then come up, okay? Now, I know some of you are experiencing some hip pain or groin pain here. If that's you, and I know there's a few people who aren't on the camera today right now, you're going to straighten that leg, and all you're going to do is you're going to come up and down. Different variation, you're still activating the same muscles, okay? Then, if you're someone that can increase the intensity, because I also know there's a few of you can take that resistance band and place it halfway between your knees and your hips, and you can come up and down, up and down, okay? Just so you know there's different variations there, okay? So we're gonna get started with just the basic level today. So again, you're kind of leaning your head onto the one hand, knees are stacked, same with your hips. We're coming up and down, up and down. And don't force your knee to go out too far. Just go as far as you can without any pain, okay? Good. And when you're doing this movement, you're going to notice your feet are going to want to move apart from each other. As long as your heels are still touching, like if you notice here, my toes aren't, my heels are, that's okay. But what you don't want to happen is your whole foot move out, okay? Good job, ladies. And let's go for 5 more. 5, 4, you're going to feel it into that glute. Good. 3, 2, good job, Erica. And 1. Awesome. Now let's swap sides, okay? And the thing is like your variations too could differ on the day as well. You might feel really good. You might have a day where you didn't sleep very well or baby's not cooperating. So just meet where your body's at, okay? So again, hips are stacked, same with your knees. We're going up and down. So remember that top knee is moving away from the bottom there, ladies. Good. And you want to do that movement nice and slow, keeping your core nice and contracted during the entire duration of the movement. Good. There you go, Kara. Perfect. Ladies, you're crushing it today. There you go. Perfect. Nice and slow. Gain that strength in the glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's go into our second set, okay? Now remember the first exercise is you're coming down onto your forearms. That right leg is nice and straight, so your toes out. Perfect, ladies. Awesome. We're gonna go up for 10, 9. Remember, you want to keep that core nice and contracted. That's going to help you create that stability and really focus on the glute musculature itself. Good. There you go. Awesome. Stay with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that right knee down. We're going back onto the left side. So just taking that left leg, extending it out, toes are touching the ground here, right? Good. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 6, 5. Good. Erica, try to keep your back nice and neutral, so tuck it back a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. I just don't want you guys to hurt your backs. Perfect. Good job, Chloe. Good. 1 more. Awesome. All right, ladies, let's go straight into our clamshells here. Lying down onto our right side here, or whatever side you guys are comfortable with. And we're going to go straight into, we're going to do 10 of these, okay? For 10, remember that top knee goes away from the bottom. 9, good. 8, 7, and you're going to feel it into that glutes. You may even feel it into the groin. 6, 5, 4, and as your knee comes up, you're going to feel that glute contract into your thumb there. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze and relax. Let's swap sides. If you guys are getting any clicking, because I am one of those people, as long as it's not painful, that's okay. If it is kind of almost annoying, then that's when I would straighten that top leg and just go up and down, okay? Just so you don't get that uncomfortable feeling there. Good. Last one of the day here, okay? For 10, coming up, down, 9. Good. You're also going to realize that you have more range of motion on one side versus the other. I struggle with this side. I feel like I can't bring my hip as much out as I should on the other side. So keep those things in mind too when you're doing this exercise. Good. Ladies are impressing me today. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome stuff, ladies. Now let's end today's class with a little bit of breath work. I want you ladies to lie down on your back. I'm going to increase the intensity with the breath work because I feel like you guys can handle it today. So we give you an analogy, okay? So when you breathe in and your belly rises, right? And I've taught you guys this when you come in for treatment, but I want to reiterate it. So when your belly and you breathe in, your belly comes out, right? So it looks like this. And then you breathe out, comes towards your spine. Right? I want you to activate your pelvic floor now. I know everyone thinks that by activating your pelvic floor, you're just doing Kegels repeatedly, but that dead bug exercise that we did today, that helps with your pelvic floor. That bird dog exercise that we did, that helps with your pelvic floor. The breathing helps too. So there's multiple ways you can do that, okay? Now, a Kegel is really hard to explain because you can't really, like, let's say, go inside or touch the muscle to know if you're doing it correctly, okay? So here I'm going to give you some examples. Kegels are when you contract your pelvic floor. So it's almost like if you were to go onto the toilet, and let's say you were peeing, and all of a sudden you contract those pelvic floor muscles, it's like you're stopping your pee. That's the muscles that you're activating, right? Now, when you're exercising, you're obviously not urinating, or we don't want you to be, right? So some analogies that I use, and I know it might sound weird, but it kind of gives you a visual of what it should be doing. As you breathe in, your belly should be rising, right? Your pelvic floor should be dropping. As you breathe out, your pelvic floor should be coming up. An analogy, if you want to picture something, deep breath in, picture a flower blossoming out of that vagina. I know that sounds weird, but it works. Exhale, picture it coming back up. Does it kind of make sense? Inhale, you're dropping, flowers blossoming. Exhale, you can even picture a ping pong ball getting sectioned up. That's where that Kegel-like movement comes up, okay? And you're not just contracting all at once, you're slowly activating it, okay? That's gonna help with those symptoms you're having. So as we're doing that, we're going to practice it together. So remember, you take a deep breath in, belly expands. Deep breath out, belly contracts. Inhale, belly should be rising. Exhale, belly should be falling. Good. Inhale, belly rises. Picture that flower blossoming through that vaginal canal. Exhale, belly falls. Picture that ping pong ball getting contracted out, that Kegel-like movement, okay? Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, belly rises. Pelvic floor drops. Exhale, belly falls. Pelvic floor contracts, that Kegel-like movement, right? Inhale. Exhale. Right, if you want to increase the stretch a little bit more, let's put both our feet together, almost like in a butterfly position, and your hips are going to be pointing out. If this is comfortable for you, awesome. If not, you can take a pillow or a block and place it underneath your knees. We're just stretching that groin area too, okay? Now, if this is just uncomfortable in general, then you can just straighten out both your legs as we kind of connect with our pelvic floor today, okay? So you're going to try to bring both those feet together. If not, you can just straighten out your legs, hand on your chest, hand on your belly. And we're going to take a few last deep breaths to end the class today. We're going to take a deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Inhale, belly should rise towards the ceiling and out towards the sides. Exhale, belly drops towards your spine. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. And out. And with every exhale, you should feel your body sink into the yoga mat a little bit further. And as you're breathing, ladies, take this time to reflect on how the class went today. This one was a bit slower than the rest of them will be, just to kind of guide you through the movements. Pay attention to see, okay, was that breath work hard to focus on? And if it was, make that a priority for the next one. Was it really hard to rotate your body as we went through those T's and those Y's, as you squeeze those shoulder blades? Was it really stiff in between your shoulders as we did those cat camels and we were breathing? And if it was, really connect to that breath work next class, and we'll really focus on stretching that area out. Was it really hard to connect to your core with that breath work while we're moving our arms and our legs today? If it was, just start down at the basic level and we'll slowly increase it. Or did you have significant amount of pain when you're moving your legs back, so extending back or even out towards the side with the clamshells? See where your weaknesses were. And then also pay attention to your strengths. Did you find the breath work quite easy because you've been practicing it the last couple weeks? feel like you had more mobility between your shoulder blades? And that actually wasn't too bad. Did you feel like you could increase the intensity during certain exercises? So doing more reps, so doing them more times, or increasing the weight, or adding a resistance band. Pay attention to those things so as you move forward throughout the class, you can address any issues that you have. And then, of course, recognize the improvements that you've made. 2 more breaths here, ladies. Inhale. Exhale. 1 last breath. And out. Slowly open your eyes if they're closed. And I want you to roll on to your side. And then you're going to use your arms to kind of push you up towards your side today. So ladies, that was your first class today, and it was obviously a little slower than they normally will be, just to kind of run you through the different movements. Now that you know how to perform them, we're going to kind of fly by through them, okay? Also, if you recognize, okay, tomorrow I actually felt really good, I'm not too sore, that's where you can add that core just ball, and I'll show you how to incorporate that the next class. Or if you ladies have any resistance bands lying around the house, that's where you can add those too. If you don't have any resistance bands, that's okay. This is where we can incorporate different things around the house. Cans of, like, let's say pasta sauce or soups, that's a good one for to add 1, 2, 3 pounds. A wine bottle, that helps. A cereal box, Tide Pod containers. Those are just little things that you could use that are lying around the house if you don't have weights, okay? So don't feel like you can't increase the intensity because you don't have those things around you. Now, I'm going to post this recording, so if any of you guys weren't able to get through all of it, just say due to baby feeding or whatever, you have the chance to kind of catch up. If you have any questions or concerns, just reach out to me via email, or you can message me on Instagram or even on Facebook, and I'll address those for the next class as well. The next class, we're going to be incorporating some resistance bands. So if you do have them around, awesome. If not, we'll come up with other alternatives, and we're going to speed it up a notch, okay? If you're feeling a little sore and achy, just know that's normal, just because you're not used to activating those muscles and it's a little different. Put a heating pad on your back or on your low back if you're feeling a little discomfort. If you're a bath person, jump into the bath with some Epsom salts, that should help too. And if you're really in, let's say, some discomfort and you're like, I don't know what to do with this, send me a message and I'll give you some stretches and things that we can do in the meantime. Sounds good? So I wanted to say thank you for joining me on the first class today, ladies. I hope you enjoyed it. And just a reminder, it is going to kind of speed up from here, but just kind of, we like to take it slow in the beginning just to kind of see where everyone's at. Okay. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye guys. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.